Welcome, everyone, to the Shadow Temple. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." Hello everyone, this is ToadinWonderland, and we are here at probably one of the more creepier but yet appreciated dungeons of the game. I do like this place a lot. You might have probably heard me say this at an earlier part in the Let's Play, but I do like the Shadow Temple a lot. Before I forget, let's use Ferrari's Wind real quick right here. We're going to need it for after I get the main item of the dungeon, the hover boots. What can I really say about this place? By the way, if you are uncultured, that line that I just gave you was from The Raven. One of my favorite works by an author that I actually like a lot, Edgar Allan Poe. And even just looking at this place, and yay for turtle power. I could totally dodge that pot flying over our heads. It totally looked like Link was crouching like a turtle there. That's why I said that. But look at this place. The skulls, the creepy look. It screams Edgar Allan Poe whenever you come to this place. I can't help but notice that. The only difference is, this is kind of like a tomb, like on one of Edgar Allan Poe's works, The Cask of Amontillado, like where they're traveling in the crypt. Except there's no drunk jester in this place. And I didn't have to use the bomb after all, because the hand grabbed me. Yeah, you can either use the dead hands or bomb the spot where the dead hand, like, head monster itself is underground at. That's why I'm using the lens of truth, so I can see where it hides at. So you can see the shadow when you use the lens of truth. You could just use a bomb, though, and it'll submerge, or emerge, not submerge, from the ground. And you're able to get it that way. 2 power crouch stabs, and this thing is a joke. It's pretty simple. While I'm thinking about... oh shoot, I was so close to be on top of the chest. Oh well. We got amused with that one time. One time's good enough, I guess. While I'm thinking about it though, just looking at the skulls and the decor of this place, I cannot help but remember what Dark-Minded Sith had once said when he was doing a Let's Play of this game, which is also awesome, by the way. Definitely one of my favorite LPs of this game. If I haven't emphasized that enough times, we are going to equip the hover boots. But anyway, Dark-Minded Sith had once commented that this place screams like a rock concert, just by looking at all the skulls and the spooky colors and the blood and all that jazz. It is a really creepy place here. I like that visual look, though, that it's a rock concert. I think that's a pretty good description, actually. And while I'm here thinking about, we got this lovely bird to look at, the Raven. But the Raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word where he did outpour, nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered. Till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Okay, enough of quotes from the Raven. Seriously though, that is a really... It's... how do I describe it? It's like a Wonderland kind of poem. It kind of reminds me of Lewis Carroll in a sense, Edgar Allan Poe stories, because it makes you wonder, what were they really thinking about when they were writing this stuff? And by the way, you needed the lens of truth to find the skull that did not disappear when you used the lens of truth, which was the back one, and that is why the beak should be pointed toward it. That way the door will open. Hover boots away! You can get across the gap with the mega flip using bombs, but I want to use the hover boots later on in the game for a couple other tricks that I can think of up my sleeve. In all honesty, we're probably almost halfway done with this temple already. And I'm not joking when I say that. The temple is a lot longer than what I'm going to make it look like it's going to be. And hello, size. Okay, oh. Took damage, of course, naturally. I seem to have bad luck with that. Off with your head, Link. Twice, because apparently you can't avoid that thing. Seriously, the traps, even though we're not going to see the guillotines, at least I don't think we're going to, the traps in this place just scream Edgar Allan Poe. Like, the whole look, everything. I can't help but emphasize that. When I think of this dungeon, I think of Edgar Allan Poe all the time. Specifically, the traps remind me of something you'd see in his story, The Pit and the Pendulum. That's like with all the sighs and the guillotines and all the sharp objects that could potentially maim and kill you. Anyway, you're probably wondering, why am I coming down here? Because normally you can't do anything about this room. This is just so you can see the Chiron boat, as I like to call it, from Greek mythology, the ferryman for Hades. But you actually can get through here. I'm about to do a glitch. Now I'm doing it with the big Goron sword. I do want to find out if it's possible. Okay, line up between the bars here, swing the sword, zoom in, and I'm going to turn to the right. That was too far. Let's back it up. Okay, that should be good right about there. I'm going to hold Z when I let go of first-person perspective. And I'm going to kind of wiggle my way here. I don't have the shield out with the sword, so this is going to be a tricky lineup, but I think I might have it. Yes, I do! First try! Alright! And... oh, don't fall off, Link. Seriously, screw the block pushing, because there is another way you can do this. Just climb up the boat, and haha! I did the glitch. Yay! I'm super excited. So yeah, by doing that, we skipped probably about 2/3 of this dungeon. And we are going to journey down the rivers of Styx and Acheron, except we don't have Chiron, the ferryman of Hades, helping us cross over to where our fate rests. Our souls belong in the underworld as we travel down this mysterious road into the darkness of the Shadow Temple. This place has that spooky atmosphere, and I don't know what it is, but it is just so appealing to me. Call me demented, if you will, but I love this place. And hello, Stalfos. 2 jump attacks or power crouch stabs with the big Goron sword will take them out very swiftly. There's actually more than one coming. Jumping from the ceiling, I told you he would be coming by here. Or she, it might be a girl for all we know. Okay, I don't think I'll need the Ocarina right now. I do want to... wait, oh, Ferori's Wind. Yeah, I'm trying to get ready for what's coming up ahead here. And we got the bells ringing. I think I remember reading somewhere that someone had noted this boat resembles the ghost ship in a way because of the prow, like with the bells and the demented-looking figure at the end. They have a point. They're talking about Phantom Hourglass, by the way, when they talk about the ghost ship. But the comparison is pretty accurate. And by the way, you do want to jump off, otherwise you will fall down to your doom, as Navi tells you there. Anyway, use Ferori's Wind right here again. We're going to do a quick little glitch. There is a way to enter the door without the boss key, but it involves a very, very complicated glitch using a redead in the room where you get the map. And you actually have to do bomb hovering, so yikes. Okay, great. I kind of wanted to restore magic, that's why I was defeating them. No real reason, and I don't want to go in that door, I want to go this way. Follow the blue flame. And yeah, you don't actually need the Lens of Truth here. It is somewhat assuring, though, to have, and I'm going to quickly come to the wall here. Oh, I didn't. Let me walk out and do this again. Okay, well, I didn't really speedrun by doing that. I mean, this isn't a speedrun playthrough, but I'm trying to show a speedrun trick here. Run to the wall quick. I don't think I did it right again. Oh wait, that time I did. Yes. Okay, defeat the Redead and get the boss key. And I did set up Ferori's Wind in the last room, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it as soon as I grab my boss key here. And return back out to the main hall, and we're gonna get out of here. I don't want to deal with any more redeads and floor masters if I can help it. We're pretty much almost done. And oh wait, no, I don't want fire arrows. I just want the regular arrows. We don't need fire arrows for what we have up here. Okay, just shoot the bomb flowers and yay. We make another raven statue fall down. Off of his little plastered bust, I guess, if that's what that might be. I don't know, really. Those birds totally look like ravens, though. They probably aren't, but they kind of resemble it. Okay, get the arrows, thank you. And we're gonna make our way over to the boss door. I want to get the Ocarina out, because I do want to show one small little glitch yet. And by the way, you do need the small key from the room with the size, where you have to collect the silver rupees, because if you don't get it, you can't get through this door. Anyway, I'm going to play the Song of Storms quick, and instantly use the Lens of Truth, and you'll notice that the magic bar is not flashing. For some reason, when you play the Song of Storms and activate the Lens of Truth, it doesn't drain your magic. So, keep that in mind if you want to conserve it. I just wanted to show it mainly for the fact that it exists, not so much that I am conserving magic. And you're going to want to use the hover boots, by the way, to get through this room, because it can be annoying to get around. Otherwise, you might end up falling. And we're already at the boss, so 11 minutes in, and I'm already at the end. How about that? This dungeon is normally about 45 minutes, roughly, I think, if you go from beginning to end the normal way. But I was able to skip so much thanks to that wall clipping glitch. I will give a warning for that glitch, and by the way, hello to Bongo Bongo, the Phantom Shadow Beast. Again, I don't know if the Lens of Truth, it actually is not required to my knowledge, but it lets you see the boss. Not the hands, but like the head. Okay, where is he? There he is. Hit him. Or not. You can always get screwed up in the process as well, mess up his rhythm. Okay, there we go. Crouch stab away. Or jump slash, that works too. I was trying to do crouch stabs though. This place kind of reminds me of like when they're in the Mines of Moria on the Lord of the Rings, and they're playing the drums when the orcs are coming after they get stuck in the tomb of Balin. The one dwarf that is buried in the tomb, it is the cousin of Gimli. I can't help but think of that scene, and look at how fast we were able to take this thing out because of the big Goron sword. I didn't really use too many crouch stabs, but jump slashes are fine too. Just not as quick as a crouch stab. But look at him dissolve already. And I want to say that this scene, just like with the introduction of Bongo Bongo and Kakariko Village, I believe the smog, like, all that, what do you call that really? Just that dissolved material is brown on the later versions of the game, much like what I said before about when Bongo Bongo comes out of the bottom of the well. But anyway, with that said, we have completed this place in 13 minutes and about 30 seconds, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. This is rather short, I will admit. It didn't take as long as I thought it would, actually. I was thinking it'd be around 20 minutes, but actually being a lot less. So this is actually going to be a rather short recording. Now, I am going to cut this recording short. Normally I go on for a lot longer, like 45 minutes or an hour on average, but I want to do like a little bit of practice with young Link, or Kid Link, Child Link, whatever you like to call it, because I will be going right away back to the Temple of Time, because I want to go back and do a couple things before I move on to going toward the Spirit Temple. At some point, you have to return to the Temple of Time anyway to become Child Link, because you need to be Child Link to enter the temple to do the first part of it before you can move on through the rest of it. Now, because I got the hover boots, I should be able to do a glitch or two at that place with Adult Link. But anyway, let's savor our victory, and we got our Shadow Medallion, Again, it's implied that this is the last dungeon of the game, but I personally like doing the Shadow Temple before the Spirit Temple. And the Shadow Temple is just... I mean, both dungeons are actually cool. That is what's nice about the last two temples of the game. When you get to this part, it actually is pretty satisfactory because both places have a cool atmosphere and cool layout to the dungeon designs. But with that said, I'm going to end the recording here. This is pretty short, but I will see you guys next time with more of Let's Play Japanese Zelda Ocarina of Time, starting with Child Link, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do next. Until then, this is ToadinWonderland. I will see you guys later.